IGN dropped a preview for Beast of Reincarnation. It's only 10 minutes. If you're not familiar with Beast of Reincarnation, it's the new game from Game Freak, the people who made Pokemon. It's a new action RPG. It looks like it has Souls elements, but also elements of like the Final Fantasy VII remake. It looks pretty cool, and you're fighting really big monsters. Like the scaling is really dope. And I just noticed I am on my stream account. Let me go to my main account so I don't have to watch ads because I have YouTube Premium. So let's see what they hitting for. Shout out to the 1,000 people we got on YouTube. Okay, back to back 1,000 people in the YouTube chat. Hold up, hit the like button. Hit the like button. I don't know what the fuck going on, but hit the like button. Watched it earlier. I hope it runs well. Let's just keep the chat high IQ. Turkey scored. Hell no.
Is 2026 the year of the video game sidekick?
TBH, you are a shareholder
in Resident Evil.
You're not wrong. I am a shareholder in fucking Take-Two Interactive, but this is one of those situations where I actually hope. Let's get something straight, guys. I don't want to see the industry become a world where games cost $100, but I'm also a pragmatic person. I'm being optimistic, but I'm also prepared for the worst, okay? So like, this is one of those situations where if GTA 6 didn't sell well, I would lose a little bit of money. I don't have a ton of money in Take-Two. I got a few shares. I wouldn't put all my money in there, but if I were to take a loss on Take-Two Interactive from a stock standpoint, I'd actually prefer that if that meant that we were going to get better priced games. But I'm also not going to hold my breath. I see how people act. And if you motherfuckers can't control yourselves, I know the rules. I'm going to make some money off that shit. I'm going to play both sides. Fuck it.
Requiem.
I'm a double agent. Absolutely.
I
don't trust y'all.
Hack killbots for him in Pragmata. And now Swordmaster Emma has very good boy Ku to bring a bit of magical aid to her crossbow and blade in Beast of Reincarnation. At a recent Billy Game First Look event in
it's a win-win position.
I got to go hands-on with the first 2 hours of the
I'm not fucking leaving.
RPG from Game Freak, the development team best known for being at the helm of the Pokemon series for the past 3 decades. I'm happy to
that shit is ashy.
The opening chapter of Beast of Reincarnation's story, Game Freak seems to have successfully switched from catching 'em all to violently dispatching 'em all in this addictive new adventure that follows a deadly dynamic duo.
Let me see how expensive they are. Expensive. I don't have a lot of stock in them. It's too expensive for me. Let me see.
Beast of Reincarnation hooked me from minute 1. Its story opens smack
Can't
bang
beat
in the
them,
middle
eat
of
off
a war
them,
zone
tight shit.
and wastes little time in introducing the core combat concepts. Faced with hordes of blighted beasts that are the result of fauna fusing with flora,
I don't think I have more than like 10 shares though.
Bulbasaur in his absolute angriest evolution, Emma can pull off fast sword-slashing combo attacks.
You could always do the fraction shares. Yeah, that's how I always buy, like, the more expensive stuff, I always buy shares and fractions until I can build it up to that one. You just put a little bit of money in there, like, every month.
Finally, Grizzly
but I know I don't have more than, like, 10. My money's in other places. This shit look fire.
Additionally, Emma's opening loadout comes with a crossbow strapped to her wrist, allowing her to take out flying foes at range with rapid-fire bursts that feel supremely responsive. So far, so fairly standard. However, it's the inclusion
it looks linear, which I appreciate,
of Emma's loyal dog companion Ku that adds a satisfyingly tactical twist to Beast of Reincarnation's predominantly blade-based melee system. Ku will automatically attack the enemies in Emma's vicinity with a range of bites and tail whips, but with a tap of a button, the battlefield is briefly suspended in...
Yeah, that reminds me of Final Fantasy.
Allowing you to choose from up to 6 different special abilities at Ku's disposal in order to gain the upper hand against the enemy hordes. So
is the gaming industry potentially crashing soon with the money-hungry practices? I thought about that today. I do think it's potentially we are due for a crash. It's what's going on is just not sustainable. On one end of the spectrum, you have corporations that are making more money than ever, like Take-Two Interactive, and on the other end of the spectrum, you have people getting laid off. We are in a world where these developers are getting laid off for being successful. Why? Because they want to trim fat off the fucking business so that they can send more money to the shareholders and shit like that. It's going to blow up in people's faces. What are you going to do when you don't have anybody else to make the fucking games? Or what are you going to do when you don't have anybody who doesn't have the will to? Because like what I'm also saying too is, because I know game devs and like they've told me like there's a lot of people that are just quitting. They can't fuck with it. It's not a sustainable work anymore. You know what I'm saying? People would rather go work in a different industry. It's not motivating.
Much of my hands-on with Beast of Reincarnation.
It's sucking the soul out of the art.
Balls from my furry little friend. But I was also able to draw roots up out of the ground to shatter the shields of more heavily armed opponents.
It's tech jobs all around, facts. Yeah, money over passion never works.
The ankles of some of the bigger beasts I faced, binding them to the spot and allowing me to sneak in a few sword strikes with Emma's katana while the monster struggled to be.
So it's like live action and turn-based at the same time.
What's neat is how Emma's and Ku's unique abilities are strengthened by the special bond they share. Each of Ku's attacks requires a specific number of fluorescence points to pull off, effectively like
the age of AI slop. If we enter an age where like most game development is dominated by AI slop, then I would predict the industry would shrink. Because on the flip side, what a lot of these publishers don't understand, because they only care about money, is the average gamer is a casual. That's part of the reason why GTA 6 is so big. That is a casual, that is a super ultra instinct Super Saiyan casual game that they love. If you piss off that audience enough and they disappear, all is left is you and I, people who watch streams like this that are like super hardcore. It's gonna dry up the money.
PG. And the only way you can earn those points is by nailing parries with Emma's sword, thus parrying attacks.
I'm on the 3DS. What game is this? The best one.
But thankfully, the timing window for parries feels quite.
I started watching Black Clover. That show's full of S tier haters. Come on, man. Goat Clover. Goat Clover. Give it a chance.
Generous. So don't feel like you'll need to be a hard-tuned action RPG aficionado to be able to pull off Emma's throat-cutting counters. And to be clear, Beast of Reincarnation's difficulty can be dropped down or ratcheted up at any moment via the pause menu. Equally, Ku's attacks give Emma some welcome buffs in return. For example, whenever Ku blasts his fireball attack at an enemy, every hit that lands successfully will recover a small percentage.
I do feel like this footage is kind of ashy, and I wonder if it's the game or it's just the footage that they uploaded and it's like overly compressed.
Percentage of her total HP. If you manage to nail the on-screen QuickTime events that trigger as each of Ku's attacks are deployed, that will replace
which doesn't seem hard.
A more substantial chunk of Emma's health bar. This was admittedly fairly easy to do during the opening stretch of the game, but I was told that the QuickTime events will become more elaborate as Ku's attacks grow more powerful.
Oh, that's cool how you can like lock them in.
You see
everything's going to be
village ahead.
You playing this on the hardest difficulty?
I suggest.
Doesn't this come out this fall? Probably not. We might play some games on easy. I ain't gonna lie, it's too many fucking games, and we got to do weekly podcasts. Man, I got to get through them.
You search for clues there first.
Once I'd battled through the action-packed but ultimately linear opening stretch, Emma and Ku were unleashed into Beast of Reincarnation's post-apocalyptic slot.
It's an August drop, August 4th. Oh, okay. Well, then yeah, I'll play it on normal. It depends. If it's too easy, I might put it on hard, but like I'm gonna just see what the default is. I tend to play games the way the developers designed them. So like I play Souls games as hard because they're designed to be hard. But if a game has normal, easy, hard, then I'm gonna just put it on normal unless it's too easy. Then I'll put it on hard. But I don't ever go to hard by default.
Story is set across multiple.
I just like a good challenge. I'm not trying to sweat all the goddamn time.
To find a variety of enemies to encounter, both monstrous and mechanical, and a single major boss beast to track down and eliminate.
Go in press journalist mode. Did you up the difficulty on 007? Nah, that was on normal.
I decided to focus on completing the main objectives. But I certainly felt the pull to explore the ruins of the Oguchi buffer zone's landscape, with the numerous collapsed structures and rusted out mechs that...
What made you decide to stream from a 3DS today? Why not? I said it earlier, like, we sit here, we talk this industry shit, and I attack it from every angle from, you know, the 3D, so like, why not?
Maneuvering your way around the wilds of Beast of Reincarnation is a consistent blast. In what might be the best use
Clearly y'all like it, it's fun.
Hairdo, since Bayonetta's magical mane was first let loose from her ponytail, Emma can use her hair in a number of interesting ways.
Y'all just mad y'all didn't think of it.
Her surroundings. Her fabulous follicles bind together to form solid vines that can whip her to distant ledges like a grappling hook. But they can also form temporary stilts beneath her.
It's actually pretty good.
Down the jump button, giving her a boost up to out-of-reach places like a pair of Hair Jordans. However, my favorite use of Emma's trick...
Shout out the black guy with the sub, appreciate it.
...form log-like platforms in front of her by holding down the right trigger. Not only is this useful for creating bridges across gaps in the
It takes up so much of the screen.
To be a great way to get
I thought about making it smaller, but I was like, I kind of like it obnoxious. I tested games on it. I was like, it looks good enough. Whatever. When you clip shit, you won't even see the fucking 3DS, so it don't matter. If I do like a vertical.
I was able to drop down for satisfying stealth attacks and tear robot sentries to shards.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Before they'd even noticed I was
Try different devices. Yeah, I might do Android next. Like, I have like 20 buttons on my Steam Deck, so yeah, I thought about making more cameras.
Meanwhile, Ku isn't just a battle-ready buddy, he's equally as useful outside of combat. Not only does he alert Emma to any
Might do a
enemies
sidekick
nearby,
or something.
Is someone there, Ku?
but he also sniffs out item crates that contain everything from crafting ingredients to armor sets and weapons.
Do you have something, Ku?
Oftentimes it's not enough just to locate these treasure chests though, since many of the ones I found remain trapped behind shuttered doors or required me to solve combination locks in order to open them, suggesting the need for some environmental
So we got some
puzzle-solving
puzzles
that I
in here
didn't have time
too.
to slow down for during my
This seems like a
hands-on.
pretty straightforward
Although, in
action game though.
hindsight, I probably
Which
should
I'm
have
not
made
mad
the
at.
time to properly scavenge for those optional goodies, because I went into Beast of Reincarnation.
Make it a
first
zone.
boss fight a little
You could do the
underwhelmed
iPod.
and got absolutely trounced by an enormous mutant stag.
Just know if you see another streamer with a format like that, just remember who did it first. Because look how many niggas in the chat do the BlackBerry, do the Zoom, do the Android. Just remember who did it first.
It might
I just thought it was a funny, simple idea.
extraordinary.
This was the first of the Nushi, the corrupted mega beasts that are unique to each zone of the map, and I initially struggled
Do a
to parry the
Windows
powerful
Phone.
swiping attacks of its antlers and the deadly spikes it shot from afar, leading me to swift deaths in my first couple of attempts. Thankfully, on my third try, I located a campfire overlooking the monster's lakeside lair, complete with a strong box containing chainmail armor to boost my defense.
So we got some little bit of
I was
exploration
finally
and it
able to lock
rewards
in
you.
and defeat the deadly deer with a combination of counters, Ku's support abilities,
I do hope that there's a good amount of what's the word I'm looking for, variety in the enemy types, because I feel like a lot of these bosses they've shown so far look kind of samey.
and some well-placed shots from the long range.
That was the thing I didn't like about what's that giant motherfucking first Berserker Kazan. The second half of the game you kept fighting the same enemies.
Oh, I'd swiped from a dying robot earlier.
For the Wii U next, I could do a switch.
It felt truly triumphant to topple this rampaging Rudolph, but my celebrations were sadly
Is there a hype button
short-lived.
for streams?
Though
Not
the
to my
battle was
knowledge.
won, the war wasn't over, and the wounded monster retreated.
Is it supposed to be
its
like
lair,
Elden Ring?
likely to be
Nah,
encountered again
I think this is more action based.
It's retreating. Back to
The
its
enemies,
land.
it does. The art style does remind me of
Beast
Wild
of
Hearts. Yeah.
Reincarnation may feature flashy combat and enjoyable exploration, but there's clearly quite a lot more going on beneath the surface. And I don't just mean deep within one of the numerous underground bunkers I was able to rummage around in during my hands-on. At a number of times, my mission objectives would lead me back to Emma and Ku's mobile base.
One time you gotta do the Metal Gear
Which
UI.
was kind of like Death Stranding 2's DXV Magellan, only with fewer A-list actresses posing for photos. It's here that you can hose the blood off Ku's fur and arrange your loadout for your next objective. But at least during the story's opening hours, it's also where some playable flashbacks are triggered in order to flesh out the backstory behind how Beast of Reincarnation's post-apocalyptic world came to be. I'm hesitant to reveal too much about these sections for fear of story spoilers, but I will say that I enjoyed discovering the dramatic circumstances in which Emma and Ku first met and formed their unbreakable bond. Additionally, being without Ku for much of these story stretches forced me to really get to grips with the basics of Beast of Reincarnation's swordplay, since I wasn't always able to lean on my magical man's best friend to bail me out during a battle.
Do the Samsung
We
Fold, the
don't have to
video
wait long
now
to find out
player.
if the thrills of Beast of Reincarnation's companion-based combat, terrific traversal mechanics, and imposing boss fights will go the distance. Since Game Freak's action RPG is set to arrive on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on August 4th. There's still
Sheesh.
a lot to dig into here, from its skill trees to craft.
Oh, we got Glocks in here.
systems, but based on its opening hours, I can say that Beast of Reincarnation has already got its claws into me. And before you ask, yes,
I remember yesterday. This proves my point. Who was in the stream yesterday? Remember yesterday when I watched the preview of Dragon Ball Xenoverse? And at the whole thing, right? He just described what was in the game, but he really didn't give it an opinion. And then at the end, he was just like, "All right, talk to you later." And I said, "That's kind of weird. That's a red flag, because usually at the end of a preview, they'll tell you if they like the game or not. They won't give a definitive opinion because it's just a preview, right? But they'll say like first impressions, it's all right." He just did it right there. That proves my point. He said, "I like what I saw so far, and I'm looking forward to playing more," which means I'm leaning towards this is probably going to be a good game. That's a red flag for that Xenoverse shit, bro. Shit sucks, man. Them anime niggas gonna eat that shit up too. That shit sucks.
For more IGN previews, check out our hands-on
What the
with
hell?
Monster Fantasy and Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy. And for everything else, stick with IGN.
What did somebody say? This, I'm writing them down. I could have a whole like just camera setup thing. Like this weekend, just make a whole bunch. The only reason I chose the 3DS is I thought it'd be a cool way to like display the chat, but like I don't know how I would display the chat in other ones. The Dreamcast VMU. Oh, I remember that in the controller. That's fucking funny. Dreamcast VMU. Not gonna lie, I'm shocked a ton of anime people are hating on Xenoverse 3. I think his times are changing. Really? I haven't, to be fair, I really haven't been in tune with them because I don't talk to them. So you're seeing people in the anime community, they're not fucking with Xenoverse 3? Really? That's interesting. Yeah, Dragon Ball fans need to let that shit go. Maybe there's hope now. Maybe there's hope. I was seeing the comments. Child World VMU, the PSP. Facts, they're not jacking that shit. Everyone hates it. It means it's meh. Interesting. If you do an Android phone, can you lower the image quality? If I can find a way to make it pixelated, that shit would be fucking funny. But yeah, this looks good. I look forward to it. And it's coming out August 4th. That's a good spot. We got an Onimusha over. What's the word I'm looking for? Overview. Let's check out this one out. 5 minutes.
皆さんこんにちは。Onimusha Way of
I like the demo.
ディレクターの二平です。長らくお待たせしましたが、本作の発売日が2026年9月25日金曜日に決定いたしました。本日はゲームの紹介に加え、特別に初公開となる新たなゲンマとの戦いもご覧いただきたいと思います。
Why is everyone hurting on Supergirl? They said the story's mid.
アクションゲームシリーズオニムシャの完全新作です。ダークファンタジーの世界観で描かれる江戸時代初期の京都を舞台に。
Do you like Ryzen more than Intel? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna be honest. Unless AMD fucks up in terms of CPUs, I don't ever see myself buying another Intel CPU. I'm on my second Ryzen. I've never had any issues with it. It just runs great.
至高の剣撃アクションが楽しめます。
I had a lot of issues with Intel though.
異形の怪物玄魔の襲撃により命を奪われた主人公宮本武蔵が鬼の力を得て現世に舞い戻り、鬼の子手とその
They didn't actually do the Woman of Tomorrow story from what I understand. They basically use it as a marketing ploy.
運命に抗いながらも己の戦う理由を問い続ける武蔵の剣の道とは。宿敵佐々木巌流との因縁の戦いや
Yeah, we saw this in the demo though.
襲いかかる強大な玄魔と
Capcom's Publisher of the Year. I would agree.
それぞれの思いを秘めた強大な
Cast of
との出会い、
Allies.
そして清水寺や安井金毘羅宮など舞台となる京都のスポットや伝承が鬼武者の世界でどのように絡み合うのか、ストーリーにもご期待ください。それでは本日初公開となる玄魔との戦闘シーンを一部公開します。宮本武蔵に幾度となく襲いか
Can
か
we get a game set in Africa that would go hard? I mean, we were supposed to have the Black Panther game, but EA canceled it. Fuck them.
る強力なくせ者玄魔ドアツ戦との戦いです。どうぞご覧ください。
We're breaking the fourth wall.
Who would challenge me? Let us begin to battle.
What? You asked for that.
Little ghost step.
Novice. Get up.
What happened with that 1943 game? That shit was supposed to come out this year. I think it got delayed. I don't know where it's
You're out of luck.
Let the bloody banquet begin.
I'm not gonna hold my breath for that game.
My bloodline.
Isn't it a Captain America game? It's a Captain America Black Panther game. It's called Marvel 1943, so it's both of them.
Unquenched.
That parry slop.
I won't make this easy.
I'm fried. You being in the 3DS is killing me. You'll be alright.
Enough from you.
It is legitimately cracking me up how many of y'all in the chat just act like y'all never seen a fully charged 3DS before. Is y'all battery always dead? What the fuck? The battery is plugged in.
戦と爽快なアクションをご覧いただきました。本作はアクションゲーム好きのたくさんの
I like the way they use like the blue screen with the gameplay footage.
お届けできるようにしたい
It's crispy.
物語重視の活劇モードと手応え重視の剣撃モードをご用意しています。そしてご覧のプラットフォームで現在体験版がプレイ可能となっています。
The demo's out now. Yeah, we know about the demo.
宮本武蔵と佐々木巌流の剣撃がお楽しみいただ
I have an ANY Thor. Do you like it? Is it worth getting? Because I've been thinking. So like, all right, here's some. I was this past weekend. Little story time. This past weekend, my bed frame broke, so I had to get a new bed frame. It was cool. It was like 5 years old. And the new bed frame came in the mail this past weekend. And I was putting it together, and I accidentally dropped one of the legs on my backbone, so I broke my backbone. Not my actual back, but fucking, you know what I'm talking about, the controller for streaming. So I almost went on Amazon and ordered another one. I didn't want to spend the money. I was pretty hurt about that shit, and then I remembered I had an emulator device. I have the Ambernick RG505, and it's an Android device. TBH was having premarital sex confirmed. All right, that's not what I meant, yo. Don't worry about that, chat. Don't worry about how it fucking broke. This is a Christian stream. I'm in a 3DS, okay? Matter of fact, this ain't even a 3DS. This is a 2DS, nigga. There's children in here. But I got the Ambernick 505, and I just randomly remembered that it's an Android device. So I was like, oh, not only can it emulate, but it can run Android games and apps. So I downloaded Steam, the Steam app, the Steam Link app, and I'm able to stream my games to my Ambernick. So that shit is nice. So I was like, oh, I don't have to buy another one. This one's even better because now I don't even have to use my fucking phone. But now I'm thinking about, do I want to get that A1i Thor? And I'll get a high-end emulator. Plus, it probably streams games even better. Maybe one day I'll eventually. Do you like it?
プレイいただいた方向けにゲーム本編で利用できる特典もご用意していますので
Yeah, I wish the demo was longer too.
プレイしてみてください。
How you break your fucking back? Don't worry about that shit, man.
Product details.
Say, can you link it? The A1i Thor or the Ambernick RG505?
Sword releases on September 25th, 2026. For players who want to further enjoy the world of Onimusha.
And just to be clear, my actual bed frame didn't break. It's an adjustable bed. It was an adjustable bed frame, the one where you could tilt your head up and the legs and stuff like that. It was the electrical outlet. It started smoking, like it just went bad, and like I couldn't get that shit replaced, so I had to get a new one. But like the actual bed frame was fine. Y'all niggas is nasty. Like I just didn't want to blow up my house. My bad.
Deluxe and premium deluxe.
So whatever you say, nasty ass niggas.
With amazing additional content.
I like to sleep in 0G mode like a fucking astronaut,
As
bitch.
a pre-order bonus, players will receive appearances for Musashi's sword and some helpful charms that can aid him in combat. Be sure to check them out. For the latest information on Onimusha Way of the Sword,
They're just talking about the demo right here. Ambernick RG505, something like that. This is the one I have. It's nice. So like it can emulate games all the way up to the Wii U and the 3DS. So it can do Wii U, 3DS, PS2, Dreamcast. It can pretty much do most modern consoles, no problem. And because it's an Android device, yeah, I was able to download Steam Link and I can stream my PC games to it. And I was playing the other night I was playing Forza on it. It feels good. How do you download them to it? The one I got, it came pre-installed with a bunch of games, but I mean, you just put the ROM on the memory card. But it's pretty easy. Turkey's hungry. What's the score? Yeah, you just load the ROMs on there. It's pretty easy. Damn, we losing? See, how are we losing to the worst team in the fucking group? These niggas suck, bro. That's why we'll never take this sport seriously. How good is the screen? Yeah, the screen is the one thing I would criticize. I like the form factor and the controls, but the screen is kind of mid. It's an LCD screen. It's just kind of okay. That's why I was thinking. I was like, maybe I should upgrade to the A1i the Thor, but the Thor is a little expensive. Or just get a Steam Deck, maybe. I don't know. OLED Steam Deck. It's the backups. Can you link both? Oh, here's the Ambernick. Let's see. The AY Thor is a little bit harder to get. This thing has like 16 gigabytes of RAM and like it's super high end. It looks like a 3DS, and I like the form factor. It's really nice. So yeah, the max model, you can get 16 gigabytes of RAM and a terabyte of memory on that shit. This is like one of the most high end. This can play everything. I think it can do PS3 too or something like that. Do you think this is better than a modern handheld? This is just an emulation device. That shit is $800 on Amazon. Really? Why? The website, the official website is $250. Ba-da-dee-da-da-da. I think the Thor's form factor is better. Yeah, I like the form factor. That's what I'm. And also, if you want to emulate 3DS games, it's literally built for it. So like that's what makes it nice. So you could do the PSP, 3DS, PS2, like everything, bro. Yeah, motherfucker's trying to scam. So I'm thinking about maybe I should just get that eventually. Maybe I get it as a Christmas gift. Other news. Speaking of Steam, Valve's Steam machine won't have as long of a lifetime as the Steam Deck, and new models are just a matter of when it makes sense. I'd argue it makes sense now. I'll be honest, my Steam Deck is still trucking along just fine, even with 4 years of light behind today and its 2022 release date. Nevertheless, there are more than a few people who quite like a Steam Deck too. It's been a while after all. Well, perhaps some good news then. In our chat with Valve's engineers, the pair said that the Steam machine is a bit of a different beast. I don't think we're thinking about the Steam machine with as quite as long of a time frame as something like the Steam Deck, said Griffiths. The Steam Deck, by its nature, needs a little bit more of a fixed performance target for both developers and users to make sense of. What can I play on this and not have the picture change every year, every 2 years? Whereas the Steam machine is very much in line with gaming PCs. There's a big gradient of it. Low-end CPUs, high-end CPUs, and GPUs. Steam machine is somewhere on that gradient, right? So I think it's a little bit less important to have a fixed performance target for like 5 years for a product like that. Translation, they're going to be upgrading this more often compared to the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck makes sense why they don't upgrade it that often, because the reason why it's able to run modern games is because it's on a small screen, right? So it doesn't require as much computing power to put the latest games on there. But with the Steam machine, you're going to be playing it on a monitor or a TV. You need that extra horsepower to put out that image. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if they put out a new Steam machine every 2-3 years or something like that. But then if they do that, I wonder if that's going to piss people off. Because like, what if you accidentally buy an old one and then you can't get the, like, how are you are they going to call it the Steam Machine 2? A Steam Machine refresh? Like, how are they going to differentiate it from the previous models? You need a hug or something, dude? Try to get my water in. I have no idea. That's the life of the PC gamer and GPUs. I just hope that they call it like the Steam Machine 2 or 3 or something like that. Like, call it something different so it differentiates it. Or yeah, maybe call it the Steam Machine Pro after like 2 or 3 years, and then when another 2 or 3 years pass, then do the Steam Machine 2, then do the Steam Machine Pro 2, kind of like the iPhone with the different ones in between. That way it's not too confusing, but I can see this confusing some people because this is going to appeal to people who are not into PC gaming. You know, Valve can't count to 3 facts. Treat the Steam Machine like Capcom treats Street Fighter, Steam Machine Turbo Pro. That's crazy. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Take your money, machine. NBA The Run news. NBA The Run is adding a campaign in 2026. Or 2027, my bad. A lot of people bitched about it. Looks like we're going to be getting it. In a new blog post, Play-by-Play revealed that fans can expect in the coming weeks, months, and even next year. It all started today with a new patch that addresses some bugs and tweaks gameplay, but that's the least consequential of the updates the studio laid out. Next month, players can expect new content and 3 new players, with a hint towards content surrounding the recent NBA draft. Okay, my boy AJ coming to the game. $249 for a DS. Even the DS is overpriced now. Well, yeah, retro gaming. It's because what's the word? Game preservation. It's hard to find a DS now. You can't buy it, so it's gonna be more expensive. That's why people like that AYN Thor, because if you want to emulate the 3DS, it's the most natural way to do it, and it's more powerful than the 3DS because you can play modern games on it. In August, the title season will kick off, starting with the Summer Heat, which will award an in-game championship belt that evolves over the course of a season. This update will bring a new drive camera to provide a more modern gameplay feel, as well as a comms wheel. Oh, a new camera. Can we get an image of that? Practice mode, 2 new rule sets, new shop items, leaderboards, and another NYC court playable in both daytime and night tournament variations. This August update will include updates to the player AI, the HUD, and balancing. You can also expect more players with play-by-play potentially hinting at this update, including legends from the past. Dude, you're tickling my tricep, bro. Come on now. You need a hug? Oh my God. I'm reading, bruh. I'm reading. Then in the fall, the new content will continue with new seasons arriving every 2 to 3 months, with the studio eyeing new features like ranked and ladders for its online play and voice chat. Okay, they're adding that. It should have been there day one. That's why I said like last week, maybe last month, they should have probably delayed this game to next year. He trying to make you laugh. He just want a hug. He can't function without it. I feel like they should have delayed this game if they were capable of putting these features in there day one. Then finally, as the blog post says, the big one, campaign mode. The studio hesitates to provide full details, but the hope is that it can be played solo or with friends and locally or online. The current timeline says spring 2027, but as the studio indicates, to do this right, it's going to take time. NBA The Run arrives on June 9th. Yeah. Where's my hug at, head ass? Seems like, yeah, they're listening. It's just, will people give them the grace? I was thinking about this earlier, and like, I feel like the smoke a lot of gamers have for some of these indie developers, I wish they had for GTA or 2K. Like the companies that really have, like, this is a dev team made up of 18 people, and it feels like the 2K community holds the devs for NBA The Run at a higher standard than NBA 2K. For me, I grade this game on a curve because I understand it's made by 18 people. But it's like, I feel like people are just way too harsh with shit like this. But for those who played it, is it more NBA Jam or NBA Street? It's somewhere in the middle. I would say it's more NBA Jam with a mix of Street, but they're adding more Street elements into it. Do you think they will add ranked? It just said in the article they will. Why this indie company have this game as always online? They probably thought that that's where, you know, that, because I mean, to be fair, that's where the market is. The market is primarily online. I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually shocked that so many people were so butthurt that there was no single player. I understand the thinking, and they ended up failing, because I might have ended up failing on this probably too. They probably went with the fact that they're on a tight budget and they said we can only do one or the other. So let's probably go with the online because that's where everything is right now. Most people are ball and gun gamers who only play things online, and they probably underestimated the fact that some people want a single player game. But they need to add some fancy layup packages. I agree. They need to add some jelly layups. But hey, they're listening. And then last but not least, for all my readers out there, we're never wrong. We're just ahead of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Warner Bros. And DC Studios announced Absolute Batman is getting an animated series. If you have a first printing of Absolute Batman, your children are about to be rich, nigga. Rich. I told you that shit was gonna happen. I told you. When I saw this news, I was on the toilet this morning. I said, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Let me go store my boxes in a nice, cool spot. Because when this show come out and this shit go mainstream, oh my God. I saw in the comment section of one YouTube video, this one dude said, anybody who got first printings of the fucking important issues, let's get them all fucking graded. Let's turn up. In their first joint studio presentation in the Nancy's Lakeside Theater, DC Studios and Warner Bros. Animation revealed Thursday the next wave of animated projects for the year to come, including DC Studios' first ever anime series, Joker Laugh Riot, so Joker's getting joint, Snyder's take on Absolute Batman, and a new Crypto series by SpongeBob alumni. Batman and the animation fans in the Nancy's audience went wild as Peter Safran, co-chairman and co-CEO of DC Studios, and Sam Register's president Warner Bros. Animation, Cartoon Network, and blah, 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 unveiled the 3 projects on stage alongside Warner Bros. Animation showrunners and executive producers who shared their first looks and creative insights into the next era of DC animation. As anime builds huge traction in the US and global markets, Warner Bros. Animation and DC's studios are teaming up with Sola Entertainment to bring Joker Laugh Riot. What is Sola made? Because they're making an anime. What the hell? Let's see. Works. Supergirl was a sacrifice. Yeah, you know how I know that the Supergirl is ass? The reviews came out yesterday that the movie's ass, and the very next day they announced Absolute Batman the animation. They said we need to sweep this shit under the rug real quick. I guarantee you, if Supergirl got good reviews, we would have not heard this news until probably the end of the summer, like, or in fall. But they dropped this shit early. They was like, oh, we got to get Supergirl the fuck out of here, bruh. Okay, they made Rooster Fight. Lazarus, Ultraman. They made Ghost in the Shell. They made the Shenmue anime. Okay. Knights of the Zodiac. I know that. They made a lot of anime. Goddamn. James Gunn was doing damage control the day before. Worked on Warner Bros. Animation. Solo joins features Lord of the Rings. We know. The brand new anime series comes as a WA and DC continue to push for more anime content thanks to the support and the insights of Jason DeMarco, Senior VP Action and Anime Development at Warner Bros. Animation, who produced War of the Worm. The fact that it's going to be an anime says to me it's probably going to be more mature, as it should be, because Absolute Batman is more mature. It's probably going to be more violent and bloody, which means it's probably only going to be on streaming services and DVD. Did James Gunn direct Supergirl? I don't know. Yeah, I'm on Batman tonight. But bro, is that AI or GTA? What are you talking about? That anime where you see the rooster getting some ass? No, he didn't. Is that why it's ass then? In the front of what registered dubbed the best audience in the world for animation, the announcement of an animated adaptation of Absolute Batman, the award-winning and best-selling comic book series, was met with crazy applause and cheers by ANSY's crowd. Rescher and Safran, along with Peter Grund, Executive Vice President, alternate programming at Warner Bros. Animation, unveiled the new adult animated series project. So yeah, it's going to be mature rated. Written by Scott Snyder with art by Dick Dragata, as creators shared first look images of the upcoming series. Scott Snyder will serve as executive producer. Hey, I hope they do it. I need this. Hey, Scott Snyder, if you see this fucking stream or you see this clip, somebody clip this shit. I need you guys to do an episode on the issue where he kills the Klan. If you haven't read the book, there's a one issue where he takes the Batmobile and just runs over the fucking Klan. We need that. Yeah, the annual. We're gonna need that, man. Don't just do the regular shit. Got potential to be fire. I don't care about no damn crypto. This probably be a good kid show though. But yeah, it's coming. I wouldn't expect this to come anytime soon though. We're probably like a couple years out because, to be fair, only a couple story arcs have concluded within Absolute Batman. So I'd imagine they're probably going to give it a couple more years to get more material out, so they can actually put out a proper show. I'm going to the comic book shop tomorrow. Yeah, because I guarantee you when this show comes out, and it's probably going to hit HBO or whatever, a lot of people are going to be looking for the books. If you got a first printing of any of the key issues, you getting money. Trust me. They'll read up that Joker show. It's kind of fire concept. Let's see, Joker Laugh Riot. What's the details on it? Joker Laugh Riot. Polygon. In Joker Laugh Riot, Batman is murdered and the Clown Prince of Crime goes on a ruthless crusade through Gotham's underworld to try to find his killer, because they are secretly lovers. Yeah, that makes sense. Joker became more of vigilante than villain and has to figure out who he is without his greatest adversary. Maybe he'll take a page from the Joker and Harley Quinn, who gave up crime for a while to become the mayor of Gotham. And they talk about who directs it. That's an interesting concept. You said secretly? Yeah, openly lovers. I'll watch it. That's an interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care with it, but I'm glad I read the plot. That's an interesting plot. That's intriguing. I would check it out. Secret lovers. What's in the sub box? Absolute Batman's gonna be CG TBH. Oh yes. You mean TCG? You talking about like cards or something? Sub box. Invincible Immortal Deep Dive trailer. I'm not watching that. Did Capcom announce anything besides the shout out to Watts? Besides the new brought 2 issues of the first comic. I went to go watch the videos on how the best store to buy my comics. No CGI. Oh, you're saying CGI. I thought you were saying TCG. My bad. I don't know why I was thinking that. The Siege Broken Beyond. Oh, deep dive. Y'all need a deep dive into a new fan base. Dragon's Dogma 2. Okay, we got a little deep dive on that. Is anybody excited for that? Lazy River, the video game. I done seen it all. Virtual Fighter Crossroads. Is this the same trailer? Yeah, that's the same trailer. Pooh Shiesty, new updates are crazy. Oh my lord. Let's watch it. We're gonna watch it. Call of Duty Mobile and Persona 5. I thought they shut down Call of Duty Mobile. Prehistoric Kingdom. Gotta update. Battlefield 6 official gunplay updates behind the scenes overview. Oh, I want to watch this because when I was playing Battlefield 6 yesterday, it felt like the shooting was better. I was like, did they change something? It looks like they did. Okay, Bubsy 4D. Let me see what that's about because y'all was talking about that. Which issue is the one where Bat runs over the clan? I think it's annual #1. Absolute. It's a one book spinoff story. It's like a spinoff story. Batman annual 1. It's this one. It's literally on the cover. God damn. You guys see that shit? Yeah, the annual #1. It came out like a few months ago. You're not going to be able to find it. I'm going to be honest. You're not going to be, unless you go on eBay. You're probably going to have to read it digitally. But yeah, it was a really good story. It's the annual #1. It's just like a little spin-off story, basically. I just seen the panel where he kicks the little kid. That's issue #1. That shit was funny. That's going to be funny to see that animated. I found it about 2 months ago. Yeah, you might be able to find back issues on it there. You never know. Never hurts to walk in the store and just ask. Keep your shit clean. Keep your shit clean. All right, let's check out some of this stuff. Dragon's Dogma. I don't even look at the GI Fantasy. I don't know. You can get it, but it won't be a #1. Yeah, it'd be a reprint. You don't want the reprints.
Risen. 'Tis a burden I alone must shoulder.
October 9th, 2026. So is this a new game or is this DLC?
皆さんこんにち
I'm
は。
confused.
ドラゴンズドグマ2ダークアリズンディレクターの木下健人です。
Is DLC? Okay.
本作は王道ファンタジーの世界で自由な冒険を楽しめるドラゴンズドグマ2に新たな遊びを加えた拡張タイトルです。
He says, all right, their new
より
expansion.
遊びやすく、
Enhanced gameplay, uncharted adventures, and
よ
enticing
り手に
value.
取りやすく、この3つを目指したプロジェクトです。
I heard it's more than 2 monsters, new monsters to fight. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube.
体験については大きく分けて3つの要素を追加しています。
How much you want to bet they don't ask fast
エ
travel?
リアノルガンを舞台にしたストーリーコンテンツ。新たな土地で各社たちの新しい冒険が描かれます。
We're going to the north.
2つ目は本編エリアで
Oh,
楽しめるチャレンジコンテンツです。育て上げたキャラクターで12種のユニークな
Dungeon challenges with your custom characters.
そして
2-1 at the half, man. Team USA picked the wrong time to start losing.
髪型やタトゥーのバリエーションを追加し、新たな姿での冒険が可能になります。これらの新要素は PlayStation 5、Xbox シリーズ XS、Steam では追加 DLC として配
Have
信
you been keeping up with the Battle Beast content?
Nintendo Switch 2
I'm like 5 issues behind. I know he fights Conquest in like the latest one. I have it. I just haven't read it.
は本編と
One day I'm gonna sit down and catch up on every fucking
パッ
thing.
ケージとして発売を予定しています。
All this but no fast travel. It's just not part of their design philosophy.
発売後、本当に多くのプレイヤーの皆さんから反響をいただきました。本編ゲーム体験に関したさまざまなお声をはじめ、もっとこの世界を冒険したい、
We've heard so many comments from players that they wanted to continue playing and explore the world even
さらに
more.
遊び続けたいというお声を多くいただきました。私たちはその思いに
Based on that
応えたいと考え
feedback.
本作の制作を
My main issue with the main game was just the lack of variety in the enemies, man. The first time you fight the Griffin, it was cool. The 7th time, it wasn't. That werewolf, I fought like 15 times. This game would have been damn near a masterpiece if it was just tons of different enemies that kept your mind engaged.
スタートしました。これまで遊んでくださった
And,
方に
and fast
さ
travel.
らに遊びやすく、さらに深く、これから触れる方にも新たな形で楽しんでいただける内容を目指しています。初代のダークアリズムと同
Because I did like the NPC system where you could make whatever you want and then invade people's games with them.
物語を楽しめる内容になっています。今回新たな舞台となるのはノルガン、極寒の地に広がる滅びと謎に満ちた土地です。この地では魔物との戦いや探索によって遺産品を入手できます。
What do I think about the Clarity Act?
鑑定することで強力
It'll make me really rich if it passes.
獲得できます。単純に数値が高い装備だけではなく、特別な効果や ユニークなスキルを持つ装備も存在します。より強敵へ挑み、
Just got it made to move. Thank you for all you do. What up, Dragon?
装備を整え、
Pose, gather relics, and forge stronger gear.
そうした繰り返し遊べるハクスラ的なゲームサイクルも本
This
作
game's
の
addictive.
大
Relic
きな
expedition gameplay cycle is a major draw. How you gonna tell me why I'm addicted to the game?
中心となる存在がキーアートにも描かれている利害の竜です。本来であれば心臓があるはずの
Even the dragons, I felt like the dragons were too samey
そ
too.
の異形の姿とともに死してなお朽ちぬ力を持っています。
This on sale? Nah, this is new
謎
expansion.
多き女性エイ。
Arisen.
彼女はな
Yeah,
ぜ
how dare you assume my addiction?
そして利害の竜とはどのような存在なのか。各社とポーンはノルガンの地を巡りながら
Uncover the truth behind these two beings of the
に
journey
隠された
across the
真実へ
land.
と迫っていくことになります。
Y'all Souls niggas got it. This is not a Souls game. This is an action game. It's not even remotely a Souls game.
ドラゴンズドグマ2先日配信したアップデートに加えて8月末に追加のタイトルアップデートを予定しています。
You might like it. It's not a Souls game.
プレイヤーの皆さんから寄せられたご意見ご要望をもとにより遊びやすく冒険を楽しんでいただくことを目的として利便性向上と遊びの幅を広げる調整を進
This should have been a part of the game to begin with. Agreed. I feel like that desert area lasted way too long.
制限なく
You can see a sword and a shield, and they just assume souls. I am gonna say, but I was thinking the same thing. This nigga saw high fantasy with a sword and a shield and said, "This is a Souls game." That shit funny.
いただきました一度訪れた拠点や主要地点などへ
This is a straight action game.
移動することができます。また8月末のアップデートで
What do you think community thought was worse, the Steam Machine or the GTA 6? Definitely the Steam Machine. When I feel like we should be equally pissed.
のメリット向上と
It's becoming too expensive to own the hardware, and it's becoming too expensive to own the games to play on the hardware. We can't own nothing. We should be equally upset.
Unending courses through my veins.
治療手段の追加
New treatment methods.
カスタムスキル枠を6枠へ増設などを予定しています。
Oh, you get more
ア
abilities.
ップデートの詳細は
Dragon's Dogma 2's
公式サイト
DLC.
で公開しているのでそちらもご確認ください。
Did you watch the Knack 3 trailer? That's not real. You're trolling. That's not real. It looks okay.
本編を遊び続けてくださっている皆さんにもこれから新たに冒険へ旅立つ皆さん
Still better than Crimson Desert. I did enjoy this game more than Crimson Desert. They ain't a fucking Knack 3. It looks okay. Excuse me. The Lazy River video game. Friend slop.
I want to buy some stuff. I want sunglasses.
I love a gift shop.
Quirky fun streamer game. Whoa. I'm good off that. I just seen a PS4 nigga asking about GTA 6. Y'all never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. Battlefield 6. They're all graphically similar.
A series where we
Cheap
take you
looking.
through our combat philosophy, showcase how it's improving and evolving, and give you a taste of what's coming very soon to the game. Today we're talking gunplay. Every weapon should have notable character. Gunplay should have depth. And infantry combat pacing should create varied types of engagements on every map and mode.
I hopped on the main game earlier today to just test it out.
Character and pace of
Some of them new
gunplay
maps are
every time we
fire.
add new content to the game is key. As usual, we always test these changes in labs first to make sure they're resulting in positive, consistent improvements before bringing them over to the live version of the game.
Mastering gunplay comes down to 3 skills: aiming, recoil compensation, and weapon knowledge. Aiming is, of course, a foundational skill for Battlefield, but to master
I thought I was trying to change something.
you need to embrace and master a deeper shooting technique. To reward
Man, YouTube sucks. I never get the noties. Make sure you have all noties turned on. Because most people say they use YouTube to see if I'm live on Twitch. They get the noties.
technique with slightly
You might have it on only some.
after the first shot, making control burst or tap fire even more important for accuracy at longer distances, while keeping full auto viable for close quarters encounters. We've also made recoil more consistent and predictable across all weapons, allowing skilled players to better stay on target. Combined, these changes reward players who master their shooting technique. We also want long-range engagements to be more interesting, which means ballistics should matter more the further away you are from your target. To this end, we've tuned muzzle velocity and bullet drag to make anticipating the movement of distance targets more important.
So they did change the shooting a little bit, real nerd steady shit.
Is weapon knowledge. Knowing all its strengths and weaknesses so you can optimize its performance for every encounter. This includes understanding the weapon's ideal range and other attributes that give...
There's a weird update on YouTube as well. They're changing the font. Really?
We start by placing weapons in one of several archetypes. These archetypes ensure every weapon category has its own feel in terms of weight and handling. It's why a belt-fed machine gun feels heavy and powerful, while an SMG feels snappy and reactive.
They're just yapping. I played a match earlier. I thought it felt more accurate using my LMG. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I was playing yesterday, I was like, I felt like the shooting was more snappy. You can tell they're improving the game. I was like, I couldn't put my finger on it. And then I saw this trailer. I'm like, oh, okay, so they did update the gunplay some. It did feel more snappy. Shout out to the devs, man. They ain't giving it up. They ain't giving up. When that Naval Warfare come out, I'm going to be on that. I want to check it out. I noticed when I played on my Xbox ROG Ally, I haven't played since February on my PS5, it was different. You talking about the shooting? The YouTube algorithm's disgusting. It's almost like it wants to force random brain cell murdering slop on me instead of people I've actually subscribed to. YouTube was a different beast back in 2011. Yeah, the sub box is pretty much dead, unfortunately. You got to use that new feature on the app that you could tell it what you want to see. The new AI custom feed option. So like I'll go in there and I'll say video game, essay, sports videos, like political stuff. So like if there's something you don't want to see, you can change it to whatever you want now. I don't know if y'all know that. New Bubsy. It's your favorite shooter right now. It's the only one worth playing in my opinion, Battlefield, but multiplayer games just suck right now, I think. I'm not really looking forward to Modern Warfare 4.
You didn't ask for it, but we did it anyway.
I did not know that. Yeah, it's let me see. If you go on your YouTube app, when you're like on the browse page, it's like on the top left. Yeah, it says your custom feed. If you click it, you can type in there what you want to see. Y'all said this shit gas, right?
What could possibly...
Nah, I'm good off Marvel Rivals. Anytime I see gameplay of that, it just stresses me out.
Let's begin, shall we? Oh, no, you don't.
Peace out, Brazy. I don't get it. What the hell are y'all gassing this shit up for, bro? I don't get it. Bro got a fancy DS. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Shout out to